What is going on, good people of YouTube? It is me, Chavez, back with another Prize Picks video for you. Today is, or tomorrow will be, this video is for Tuesday, February 14th, 2023. Extra special Tuesday because not only is it Valentine's Day, but it's also Taco Tuesday. So that's pretty cool. I wonder if Prize Picks will do something to combine the two. We shall see. Red Velvet Tacos. Oh, that would be dope. Red Velvet Taco Tuesday. All right. We have 5 games on the slate. Very, very small slate. Compared to today's 11-game slate, yeah. Much easier to dig into this research. 5 games. We're going to go through this pretty quickly. Prize Picks doesn't have a whole lot on the board. Kings and Two Sons. Sounds like a name of a bad movie. 4 Kings and 2 Sons. I want to start with this game, though. I want to start with the Phoenix and Sacramento game. Couple of guys that stand out to me in this game. I'll tell you why I like them. And because we have their props on the board, it'll make it a little easier to explain. So starting with De'Aaron Fox, I'm liking his points, and then I'm also liking his rebounds and assists. If these drop at 9.5 to 10.5, I like that number. Similar to the rebounds and assists prop that we took for Kyrie Irving today. I like that for De'Aaron Fox. I also like Sabonis over his points at 19.5. And I didn't realize his rebounds were at 12.5. But man, if any, I mean, look, I think attacking the Phoenix Suns with Sabonis and Fox is smart. These are 2 areas that Phoenix doesn't really, Phoenix has trouble with these 2 areas. Bigs who can rebound the ball and score in the paint, a la Nick Claxton, a la Clint Capella, a la Onyeka Okongwu. And then they have trouble with guards that can score. They have trouble with guards, backcourt, that can score. Cam Thomas hit him for 43 points. Remember that game? Oh, you need more? Okay, let's go back to the Atlanta game. Trae Young, 36. DeJounte, 19. Look at that. Okongwu, Capella, 28. 28 rebounds between these 2 dudes. I'm curious what Detroit did against them. Detroit, 9 boards for Isaiah Stewart. 3 boards, 6 for Duren, 5 for Sadiq Bey. What about the backcourt? Jaden Ivey, 13, 25 for Sadiq Bey. Yeah, and Detroit's not a good team. They're not a good team. Boston. Boston got boat raced in this game. But Jaylen Brown, 27. Derek White, 19. There's your backcourt right there. Nobody was in double-digit rebounds this game. So, look, I just showed you 2 teams, the Atlanta Hawks and the Brooklyn Nets, who exposed the paint, the paint opportunities of the Phoenix Suns. And then I just showed you a few examples of some guards that have really gotten to the Phoenix Suns. And Cam Thomas is good, but I wouldn't put Cam Thomas on the elite level of De'Aaron Fox or Trae Young. Come on. They're weak. Even with Devin Booker back in the lineup tomorrow, I think you can exploit them. So I like these 2 Kings versus the Phoenix Suns. And on the other side, I do like Chris Paul. Right now, I don't mind his points against the Suns. This should be a very fast-paced game for both teams. I have so many tabs open. What am I looking for? Okay, here we go. This should be a very fast-paced game. So Phoenix doesn't play at a super fast pace. Very slow. But the Kings play at the 10th fastest pace. So pace-up game for the Suns. I like Chris Paul in pace-up games. I really do. One thing to keep in mind, I know that De'Aaron Fox didn't have his best game against the Suns the last time they played, but this is a different Suns team. No more Mikal Bridges on this team. Mikal Bridges, in my opinion, was their best defender, and he's gone. And so now you have guys like a Kogi and Damian Lee and Saban Lee and it doesn't even matter. They're not the same team, and I don't think those dudes can prevent Fox from having a good game. So that's the Phoenix Kings, Phoenix and Sacramento game. That's the game I really, really like so far. Boston and Milwaukee, they're not on the board yet, but let's go back to the let's pull up that game log, the Boston Milwaukee game log. Now this was on Christmas Day, and man, they being the Boston Celtics, man, they put it on the Bucks. It was not even close, man. I mean, even as a Celtics fan, it was like I was hoping for more of an entertaining game. And Giannis didn't even get 30. He didn't even get 10 rebounds. I mean, they didn't have Middleton this game. It just wasn't a good game for the Bucks. And for the Celtics, yeah, they had a great game. But this game tomorrow will be played in Milwaukee. So switching home courts. And now it's the Celtics who are going to be down some firepower. No Jaylen Brown, no Marcus Smart. That means, the same people step up. Obviously, you're looking at Tatum. You're looking at Derek White. You're needing Al Horford to step up. And Robert Williams, who came off the bench last game. He was coming back from injury. So, yeah, it's going to be a different game. I don't expect there to be this 20-point blowout like we saw last game. But because there are no props on the board as of now, and I don't even know, props.cash only has Bucks. I think they're waiting on the status of Malcolm Brogdon, if he's going to play tomorrow. That's why we don't see any Celtics up here. But I like, there's Jason Tatum. He's right there. I like Derek White, Jason Tatum, and honestly, I do like Giannis over his points tomorrow. I'd like him over his points. I like him over his PRA, flat out 52. I like that too. But super early look, right? This is just all about what we like. I think that'll be a great game environment. If the Celtics don't get blown out, I hate when that happens, when basically the home team just blows out, no matter who the home team is. It just doesn't make for entertaining basketball. It's like a terrible product when you just have these massive blowouts. So I'm hoping for a close game, a tight game tomorrow between the Celtics and the Bucks. But few of those players stand out to me. We'll see what their props look like when they drop tomorrow. Oh, as I'm talking, here we go. Brook Lopez over 12.5 points. Giannis over his points. Grayson Allen and Drew Holiday. I like Drew. I don't mind that line of 19.5, and I don't mind that points of Giannis over 33.5. PRA for Giannis 51, just like props.cash had it. I don't know, man. Brook Lopez always intrigues me. He just always finds a way. Look at that. We'll dig into this a little bit more. Obviously, this is just very early look into this game, but yeah, I actually like these three guys. Giannis, Drew, and Brook Lopez. Grayson Allen's cool, but man, I've been picking his second half props lately, and he's been letting me down. So I think there are better options on the slate. Even though there are only 5 games, we do not have to force anything. Golden State and LA, there's Golden State's still playing now, so we're not going to get anything on their props until tomorrow. And Portland and Washington, we're not going to get any Washington or Portland props because they're currently playing right now, and we should see something in the morning. But Golden State, Washington, Portland, and Orlando, all on the back-to-back tomorrow. So All-Star break coming up. I think we could start looking at some people sitting out some games just to give themselves some extra time, extra rest, extra recovery days. I do want to talk about the Orlando-Toronto game very quickly. I don't really like this game, but I will mention that Detroit recently played Toronto, and I thought it was going to be a blowout, and Detroit hung in there with them and lost by less than 3 points, I think. Detroit shot 38% from the field, 38% from threes, from three versus Toronto on Sunday. 5 players on Detroit scored in double digits. That's a lot of production that Toronto gave up to a subpar team. And then, the reason, I don't really like this game is just the way Orlando's been playing lately. They've just been stepping it up and playing really good basketball lately. I mean, they held the Bulls to under 100 points. That game had a 236 point game total. They didn't even get to 200, right? What was it? 101 to 91? 192 points scored in that game. That's crazy. And Orlando, they gave up 28 points, rebounds, and assists to DeMar DeRozan. DeRozan shot 40% from the field, 8 for 20. That's not that good. But because DeRozan did have some mild success against Orlando, I guess we can look at Scotty Barnes tomorrow. They're in that similar role for their teams. I think Scotty Barnes is a little bit more of a complete player, to be honest with you. And I always like to take a chance on Fred VanVleet. It's just they've just been playing a lot better lately and playing really well. And this game has the makings of a slow pace, low scoring game. And I don't know. I'd rather go to Boston, Milwaukee, Sac, Phoenix, any of the other games, honestly. But I'm sure we'll be able to find 1 to 2, maybe even 3 props from this game that look good to us. And we can roll them into a 5-pick or a 6-pick flex. Definitely don't want to run too much with the Orlando and Toronto game, but we shall see. That's really going to do it. Super early look into today's, 5-game slate. Not a whole lot on the Prizepicks board, but I definitely just wanted to get this video out there and just start the research process, for everybody. So we're liking, so far, Giannis, Drew, Brooke, not necessarily these specific props, but these players for sure. We like De'Aaron Fox, Sabonis, Chris Paul, and I want to see what Keegan Murray's 3-pointers are at tomorrow. Turnovers, DeAndre Ayton. Got to watch out for those offensive charges. Yeah, not a lot up on the board. But, so far, this is what we're liking. Boston, we like Tatum, Derek White, and we mentioned Fred VanVleet, Scotty Barnes. And then, Portland and Washington playing tomorrow. Beal, Porzingis, Lillard. If Jeremy Grant's out tomorrow, Drew Eubanks. If we can get some low lines on Drew Eubanks, that's a place we can go. Golden State, LA. That might be another game that I don't dig too deep in, to be honest with you. Clippers are a beast right now, and Golden State's undermanned. So we'll see what the props look like tomorrow. But that is going to do it today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel, checking this video out. Super early look into tomorrow's slate. Very high level early look and research video here. Let me know in the comments below who you have your eyes on in terms of props and who you're looking to lock in when these things get put on the board. Also, let me know what you think about my super early look into tomorrow's slate, these observations. What do you think about them so far? Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are. And thanks again for just chilling out with me on this Monday night, talking some NBA props over on Prizepicks. And until tomorrow's video, our final look video, Chavez is out.